I unalived my baby and my boyfriend's family hates me. I found out I was pregnant a month ago. I've been on birth control since I was 15, same pill. I'm enrolled in school, have a job, and an apartment in a city close to home. I have a cat too. Everything was perfect. 6 weeks ago I missed my period. Waited 10 days, missed my period. This wasn't normal. I originally started the pill because of my irregular period. Did I miss a pill? I counted twice, 3 times, 4, no extras. I looked at the open pack I had for this month and the unopened one for next month. They weren't expired? They were exactly the same, down to the print of the expiration date. I fished the trash can for last month's empty package and the same thing. I couldn't stop thinking about it. On the way to class that morning I grabbed 3 pregnancy tests from the campus bookstore. I sat my coffee and breakfast sandwich outside the bathroom door and went in. I've never taken a pregnancy test, but I've always heard the phrase pee on a stick, so I opened all 3 and used them at the same time. I waited 3 minutes and washed my hands, grabbing each of the tests in a paper towel. All 3 of them were positive. I cried, I dry heaved. I wanted to pass out on the bathroom floor. I called my boyfriend and he was excited as ever. I was panicking saying we weren't ready for a baby, how I couldn't stay in school and work with a newborn, how I would lose everything. I'm not ready. I don't want children right now. He started to say how I was selfish, and would just have to put my classes and whatnot on hold until the baby was old enough to go to daycare. That made me nauseous. I told him I was coming home and he met me there. He held me and cried saying how happy he was. I felt so disgusted with myself for knowing I didn't want this baby after seeing him cry like that. I wanted to try and keep the baby for him. I thought about having the baby and just leaving him with it. I thought about disappearing and never having the baby, but after a few days I had to ask what he thought of me getting rid of the baby. He told me he would hate me. He would never speak to me again. He laid into me, going on and on about me being a baby unaliver, how I was selfish, evil, and immature for even thinking something like that. We got into a huge argument from there and I made him leave. He broke my TV and my favorite vase. I cried for days, begging him to take me back. He said I would if I kept the baby. Needless to say he didn't take me back. I spent every night after that drinking bottle after bottle of Jim Beam whiskey, apple flavored, my dad's favorite. I miscarried in the dead of the night on a Thursday, thought I had a real bad stomach bug until I saw the blood in my toilet. My neighbor took me to the hospital, where my now ex's sister works. He showed up with my mom, his mom and his dad. While she half hugged me, his mom and dad made comments about how I probably did this on purpose considering I didn't want the baby anyway. I just kept my mouth shut. My mom asked if they were here to support me or their son, and if they weren't here for me they should just leave. They started arguing and eventually it got loud and security escorted everyone out, but not before my ex and his family could start shouting at the top of their lungs how I'm a baby unaliver and I'm going to hell and yada yada yada. I'm in so much pain, I'm so tired, and I'm so angry everything had to come to this. I really loved him and now I feel like I'm losing everybody because of this. Update, for those of you wondering, I'm 19, my ex is 23, and I'm still in the hospital. My ex's family is gone and my mom went home a bit ago. If my vitals stay where they need to be I can leave tomorrow. I'm trying to convince myself the miscarriage isn't my fault, but I still feel like shite. But I really do appreciate everyone trying. I did see a lot of comments about the potential HIPAA violation. I'm going to report it once I'm closer to leaving. I feel very anxious about reporting it while I'm still here. Also, I really don't think my ex would tamper with my birth control, but I also didn't think he was abusive until you guys pointed it out. I honestly just feel so confused and hurt, and I'm ready to get out of this dumb hospital. I understand this is my fault I'm in here though. What I did was pretty dumb. Sorry for the boring update, but I'm really tired. Thank you all so much for the kind words.